2013, when we were as a group at the Moore tornado site, started just taking mental note of a lot of things that I saw, and began to ask questions of various people, including Nick, and just weighed on my heart just some of the things that I saw that weren't being done, or better yet, weren't being addressed. Overall, it almost seemed to be reactive. In other words, oh my goodness, there was a tornado, what do we do? Let's just put a bunch of people on scene and let's just do some work. And there really didn't seem to be a lot of proactiveness. There wasn't a lot of planning involved. And so because of that, there was a lot of chaos and a lot of disorganization and a lot of wasted resources.
Efforts were being poured into things that were not necessary for the disaster scene, and things that were extremely vital were completely ignored.
Just basically at that point, we identified some things. We kind of did the what could happen if we did this, and we just kept going back and forth and kind of dreaming a little bit.
After seeing so many people pour blood, sweat, and tears into things that were not effectively helping survivors, we decided that the only way that we could really bring about change was to view the entire disaster scene in a very analytical way.
And we both realized that there was a definitive need that because of the industry that we're in and because of being outdoorsmen, we knew that outdoorsmen probably would be the best fit to address those needs. One of the biggest areas that we believe that Outdoorsmen in Action is going to make a dramatic difference is it's going to be tactical approach, a lot of pre-planning throughout the year so that when we arrive on scene, there's no guesswork.
So much effort is put into the wrong areas in disaster scenes, and we want to eliminate that. We want to be more tactical. We want to be more precise.
One of the big things that sets us apart as an organization is while we want anybody and everybody that has a heart to help to join in the effort, we're putting a lot of our resources and a lot of our planning and time into the training and pre-planning aspect of disaster relief. We don't want to throw mud on the wall and see what sticks. We want to be known as the most tactical, efficient organization so that we arrive on scene, the people in charge of that disaster scene, whether it be FEMA, whomever, can feel comfortable knowing that we know exactly what we're doing at all times.
Camp Anchor Point is a city within a city. It provides resources to survivors that they don't get in one location anywhere else. They can meet with insurance companies, they can get food, they can get water, they can get clothing. They can get warm showers.
Whatever their needs may be, whether it be emotional, mental, physical, all of their needs are going to be addressed in Camp Anchor Point. And one of the things that I'm probably the most passionate about is the kids involved in these disaster scenes. They need a place to basically be distracted because their parents need to be in a position where they can deal with all of the things that they're going to have to deal with on the business aspect. Their house just got destroyed. They need to talk to their insurance companies, and the list goes on.
The opportunities that you're going to have by being involved in Camp Anchor Point vary depending on what team you're part of. But one thing that is the same for everyone is that you have an immediate impact on survivors.
This is arguably going to be one of the most traumatic events that a person goes through in their entire life. And so, for me, being able to address not just their physical needs, but their emotional and mental and just all of the needs that a survivor has, I can't think of anything more rewarding.
Outdoorsmen in Action makes use of a chapter-based program where volunteers from all over the country can connect with their local chapters and become members. Within those chapters, you become part of different teams. You might be part of a scout team that is first on scene when a disaster hits. You could be a member of a cook team where you pull a barbecue smoker up to a neighborhood and start making brown bag lunches for everybody who's either volunteering or been a survivor.
If your passion is kids, we're most certainly going to have an area for you there in Camp Anchor Point. If your passion is running a chainsaw or a backhoe or whatever, we're going to have that for you too. But the biggest thing that the reason I believe anybody would want to be involved in what we're doing is because bottom line is there's people out there that desperately need our help, and we're going to address all of the needs that a survivor needs.
When you are a member of Outdoorsmen in Action, you're more than just another volunteer on the disaster scene.
We're all about pairing people up with what their talents and what their desires are, and there's literally something for everybody.
Outdoorsmen in Action really enable you to get down in the mud with someone and to pick them up and to help them out and to turn around the worst day of their life.
there's literally something for everybody in OIA. It makes no difference what your passions are. If it's based on helping people, we have an area for you to serve. And so how you get involved is contact your local chapter, contact us at the office. Like I said, if there's not a chapter in your local area, contact us. We'll help you get one started. And it's real simple to get involved with our organization.